Hey, what's up guys? Hotfire MTG, it is Tage, and I am going to do one of these 10 life Throne of Eldraine drafts. So let's see how this goes. Going to use 5,000 gold for it, and give it a go. So Beach and I were actually talking about this last night. We think probably the best strategy for a draft like this is to be super aggressive. Your 10 life really can go really quickly. You want to come out of the gate just roaring. So the more aggressive you can build and you can draft, I think the better you'll perform. We actually played one of these together yesterday. Didn't get it filmed, unfortunately, but drafting very aggressively worked really well for us. So let's see what we got here. We got a Fabro Elder. I don't think that is going to work in a format like this. The Ardenvale Tactician could be a really good card. Being able to tap up to 2 of your opponent's creatures can be really effective when you're just dealing with a starting life total of 10. Shepherd of the Flock is also, well, it's decent. 3-1 for 2 is pretty good stats, but I think the returning a permanent you control to your owner's hand is not really relevant. I really like the Youthful Knight and the Rimrock Knight in this format, and the Trebuchet, being able to just sit back and defend and ping your opponent for 1 in a 10 life draft is very good. Very good. So I think those are the 3 that I'm considering here. Either the Rimrock Knight, because it also has Boulder Rush, gives another creature +2/+0. Works very well on an aggressive deck. So I think here I'm going to go with the Rimrock Knight. It's either between that or the Youthful Knight, but the Rimrock Knight, just having the Boulder Rush as an additional option, I think that added flexibility is just crucial. So we're going to go with the Rimrock Knight as our pack 1, pick 1. The Archon of Absolution as a 4-drop, I think is a little high. I think you want maybe your curve to top out. And Beach and I also talked about this. Curve to top out of, I think, 4 at most. Creatures can't attack you or planeswalker control. This is a pretty good card, actually. I also really like the Flutter Fox. Making your opponents have to pay an additional 1 for each creature that attacks you. In a format like this, that could be very effective. That could be very good. The Flaxen Intruder, you're never going to get the Welcome Home to really work in this format. I like Reeve Soul in a fast, aggressive format like this. I think here we want to go with the Archon's interesting. I kind of want to try it, but I also really like the Flutter Fox. I think I'm going to go the Archon and give it a try. I think I'm going to try that. So, Joust is pretty good. Is a pretty good card. So it just causes 2 creatures to fight. We've got some really good cards in green. The Halberd and the Gingerbread is also really good. The Halberd is a kind of a bomb in this format. If you can equip it right away to a non-human and then swing, that's huge and when your opponent's starting life is just 10. Gingerbread is just an all-star though in this format, and I think I have to take the Gingerbread here. It's that good. Definitely taking the Gingerbread. Outflank could be effective in our colors. Decent removal. I would consider the Rosethorn Acolyte though. Blow Your House Down, actually having up to 3 target creatures can't block, that can just be a blowout and an absolute win, especially in this format. So I think I might take that Blow Your House Down. I do quite like it. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Blow Your House Down. So we've got another Rimrock Knight here, which I really like. And the Fairy Guide Mother is also very good in this format. Giving a creature +2/+1 and picking it up off the ground, being able to fly it into your opponent's face is very, very good. I can't decide between the Fairy Guide Mother and the Rimrock, though. I might take the Guide Mother here. I already have a Rimrock, and yeah, I'm going to take the Guide Mother. So again, trying to focus on those the cheap creatures and be as aggressive as possible. The Weaselback Redcap is very, very good in this format, being able to buff itself, give itself +2/+0. The Youthful Knight is also a very, very good card in this format, being just a cheap 2/1 first strike. Really like the Gargoyle too. Early defender, early blocker, and being able to give it +2/+0 and flying later on is very relevant. Let's see what the Skullknocker Ogre does. I don't really remember. That player discards a card at random. I don't love that. So I think a couple tough choices here. Either the Knight, the Weaselback. I think either the Knight or the Weaselback. I think I'm going to take the Youthful Knight. No, I'm going to take the Weaselback. It's cheaper, it's a 1-drop, and it can buff itself later on for 2. Yeah. Curious Pair is pretty good. Garenbrig Squire is also very good. A couple of really good cards in this. And another Blow Your House Down. Ferocity of the Winds. Non-human creatures get +1/+0 and trample, being able to give all your creatures, all your non-humans anyway, which I think we're looking, yeah, we have no humans so far, which is very good. I might have to take the Ferocity of the Wilds. Give them all +1/+0 and trample if they're non-humans. I also like the Curious Pair. Being able to create a food that cheap, potentially on turn 1 in this format to gain 3. I mean, you gain 3 life in a 10 life draft, because you've gained almost 30% of your starting life total, so that's very relevant. But I really like the Ferocity of the Wilds here, I think. I think I have to take that. It's definitely leaning towards Boros here. I liked the I like the Squire, but I think we've only got 2 white cards, so I could consider going into green still. I really like the Barge in here for 1 to give a creature +2/+2, and then each non-human again. That's a good way to give non-humans trample. I think the Barge in. Fling is also very relevant, being able to potentially just sack a creature and do those last couple points of damage to your opponent's face at instant speed is very good. I think I'm going to take the Barge in though. So at this point, we got another Youthful Knight, and the Trebuchet came around. The Trebucket. That's a tough choice between those are 2 very good cards. I think, I don't have a Youthful Knight. Youthful Knight is a human, so I might take the Trebuchet because we've got a couple cards now that are dependent on non-humans in the Bargain and Ferocity of the Wilds. So I think I might prioritize the Trebuchet over the Youthful Knight, even though I do like the Youthful Knight, and I will still take it if I see another. Here, I don't see a lot I like here. The Scarecrow's okay, but probably not going to play it. I'm just going to put it right into my sideboard. True Love's Kiss, not very good in this format. I'm going to take the Halberd, just in case. We could still end up in Gruul. The Marleaf Rider is... no, it's not that good. Not in this format, I don't think. Yeah, I'm taking the Halberd for sure. Weapon Rack I think is too expensive. It could be a difference maker, but I'm going to take Fell the Peasant. I'm going to sideboard it for now and see. Knight of the Keep or Jousting Dummy. Jousting Dummies is actually not bad. It's not a human, so... and it can buff itself, so very good in an aggressive deck. I think I like it better than the Knight of the Keep. Yeah, I'm going to take the Dummy. And there's another Fell the Peasant to put in our sideboard. That's cool. So what do we got? Another Fabro Elder. Is that 2 packs in a row? The rare has been a Fabro Elder. That's kind of unfortunate. No Ginger Brute. I really like the Silver Flame Squire. Again, just buff a creature with the instant side. Scorching Dragonfire is pretty good. Only hits a creature or planeswalker. If you could hit your opponent with that, it would be very good. Lonesome Unicorn's okay. Could create another creature early, but it's too expensive. I think I have to go with the Silver Flame Squire here. Oh, Wildwood Tracker though in green is exceptionally good. Attacks or blocks if you control another non-human. So again, depends on non-humans, and that's really what I'm going for. I still think I don't have any humans. I might take the Wildwood. The Silver Flame is a human. I'm gonna take the Wildwood. We might end up going Gruul here instead of Boros. I like the Wandermare. We're leaning toward we could still end up in Selesnya. No, we're not gonna end up in Selesnya. What am I thinking? So I like the Curious Pair. Beloved Princess is very good in this format. It's another tough one. I do like the Beloved Princess. The Embereth Paladin is a little expensive, but very good in this format, I think. 4/1 haste just swings as soon as it comes out. The Red Cap Raiders, though, again, depending on non-humans, and the Embereth Paladin is a human, so I think I'm going to take the Red Cap Raiders. Yep. And we got another Embereth Paladin. Garenbrig Carver is good. We could, yeah, the Garenbrig Carver is very good. Just because of the fact that it has the added adventure side is very good. Blow your house down again. Ugh. I might take the Red Cap here, though. I like all of these choices, but the Red Cap being a 1-drop that can make itself bigger and is not a human, I think I take the Red Cap. I think that's the right choice. Ooh, an Inspiring Veteran is a human, though. Ah, and a Cerkera. We've got another Trebuchet. It's a human. I could end up in Boros still. I could. I think Cerkera is too expensive for this format. Although just tap and deal 1 damage to any target. That's very good. But a 5-drop is a little more than I would like for this format. I think I take the Trebuchet here. That's 2 Trebuchets, which is very good. Yeah, I'm taking the Trebuchet. We've got a couple choices here. Another Bargain, which I really like. The Silver Flame Squire, Garenbrig Carver. I might take the Carver. And how are we doing for... If I were to take out white, we'd have 1, 2... That would be 3, 4. So there'll be 4 non-creature spells. I like the Bargain, but I also like the Carver. And I like the Silver Flame Squire. They're all good. I might take the Bargain. Just because I know I'm playing red. I think it's one of the better cards in this format, here in this pack. These are both very good. I think I'm going to stick with the red spell that I know I'm probably going to play. Not sure whether that's correct or not. Not a lot here. Might take the Crystal Slipper. It's not great, but it's not bad. In this format, I actually think it's decent, so I think I'd take the Slipper. We got another Slipper and another Paladin. Looks like green has like completely dried up, so, which is interesting. I think I take the paladin. Oh, we got a ginger brute. Yep, snap. 100%. Silver flame squire. I think we take the squire. I don't want the dwarf. Nope, squire for sure. That's a good pickup at this point. Oh wow, a princess now and a paladin. So I got one paladin. I don't think I want another, and now we're definitely leaning back towards Boros. Which sucks. I love both these cards in this format, but that paladin can just be an absolute bomb. I mean, if you can, you drop that on turn 4, swing with it. I mean, especially if you can cast it for its adamant cost. I think I'm gonna take. I already have one though. I've got 2 4-drops in, so I'm gonna take the princess. And there's another paladin, so that was lucky, and another blow your house down. Oh man. I really like the blow. I really want another paladin, but I think I take the blow your house down. That, between that and barge in, having 2 copies of barge in and 2 blow your house down is I think absolutely bonkers in this format. So I'm taking that, blow your house down. We've got an outflank, could take that. I don't really care about Thrill of Possibility. Dwarven Mine could be good. Our primary color is clearly red, so it's quite possible that we'll get some added value out of this and create a dwarf, which again in a 10 life draft is good. I'm going to take the outflank though. Potential good removal. Take the Ogre Errant, though I don't think I'm going to end up playing it. The only downside to that I just thought of to the Embereth Paladin is that it's a human, but it's not the end of the world. The Knight of the Keep, I'm going to throw it into the sideboard for now and see what happens there. So we've got a, like the Lovestruck Beast, but not going to, I mean, Lovestruck Beast could just, that's potentially an absolute bomb in this format. That's a really good card, but I feel like at this point, I'm not going to play green. That is a ridiculously good card though. I like the, no, I don't really like the Paladin in this format. I like the Beloved Princess. And another barge in is also very good. It's either the princess or the barge in. Even though I feel like I might regret not taking that Lovestruck Beast. But green just seemed to have really dried up. But though that was coming from the other direction against these bots. So who knows, anything could happen really. How many creatures do I have? Time to count. 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to count the green ones for now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would possibly play the dummy. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14 or 15. I don't know if I'm going to play the Ogre Errant. So I'm in very good shape for creatures, I think. I am in very good shape for creatures. And I do really like the barge in. I think I'm going to take the barge in. Ooh. I think the Rimrock Knight is a snap keep here. Even though another blow your house down would be good. The Rimrock Knight. Yep. So here we've got a little more green. Jousting Dummy is actually a possibility. Merchant of the Veil is okay, just not really aggressive enough for this format, I don't think. Like, I think it's just okay. Normally very good, but not so much in this format. I think the dummy might be better. The Tactician, actually, I think I should take the Tactician. I didn't see that sitting there. And if I'm going to be in Boros, yeah, I'm taking the Tactician for sure. Tactician's very good. Here, yeah, so we've got more green, and there's another wildwood tracker. And a curious pair. Bloodhaze Wolverine is okay. I don't think I have really anything to draw cards with, though. So I don't think I'm going to get any extra value out of it. I might just take the Slipper here. Probably not going to end up playing, maybe one. I don't think I'm going to end up playing two. And there's an Inspiring Veteran now, and now we're leaning Boros. It's human, but I think I've got a couple knights. Yeah, the Weaselback Red Cap is a knight. Silver Flame's not. Oh yeah, the Rimrock. Ooh. The Jousting Dummy is a knight. Tactician's a knight. Yep, I think the Inspiring Veteran is a really good card. Oh, there's another Trebuchet. 3 Trebuchet? Would that be 3 Trebuchets? Yep. Yep. 3 Trebuchets, please. Oh, I think I need to take the Weasel back. Oh, I want another Blowy House down, but I think I have enough non-creature spells. The Blowy House down is really good, but I've got 2 of them. And again, the Weaselback is a knight, so yeah, I have to take that. Another Ferocity of the Wilds and oh my god. Okay, blow your house down, Ferocity of the Wilds, and a Paladin. Another Paladin. Another Paladin would be nice, but I think that Ferocity of the Wilds now... I mean, now I've picked up a few more humans, but I have a lot of non-humans. And I think that Ferocity of the Wilds... It's just an enchantment, so every turn attacking non-human creatures you control get +1/+0 and trample. Yeah, that's a bomb. I have to take that. Beloved Princess, that's a good pickup at this point. There's a Blow Your House Down. I could add another 3 Blow Your House Downs. Yeah, I'm gonna take that at this point. Another Jousting Dummy. This is shaping up really well. Look at all this green now. Wildwood Tracker, I'm not going to play it. Oh, a Raging Redcap. That's a knight. Also with double strike. That's a good pickup this late. The Wolf's Quarry, definitely going to sideboard that. So I think this turned out really well. I'm going to have some trouble deciding what to cut. So let's start. I think I'm not going to play... Gives another Knight Menace, and now I do have some Knight synergies. The Ogre Errant might be worth keeping at this point. It might be worth keeping at this point. So definitely keeping the Ferocity of the Wilds. I think I want, if I keep, that's 5 right there. I think I have to take out the Slippers. Although Slippers on the Gingerbrute is good. Very good. But again, the Gingerbrute's a non-human, so the Gingerbrute would get buffed by Ferocity of the Wilds. So I have a way to make the Gingerbrute a little bigger. So that brings us down to 10 non-creatures. I think I just take out the Outflank and keep the Bargains. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of... So that should get me down to 8 non-creature spells right there. What else? Do I have anything else? So no, I've got 3 Bargains, 3 Blow Your House Down, and 2 Ferocity of the Wilds. I might... Actually, so we could probably get away, I think, with 16 lands in such a low curve format. That's something else Beach and I talked about. So I've got 21 red cards, 7 white. So 9 and 7 I think is decent. 16 lands total. Now I need to cut some creatures. It's gonna be tough to cut creatures here. I've got some really, really good creatures. I almost think I need to cut the Beloved Princess. Lifelink is very good. Lifelink is really, really good in this format, but like the Fairy Guide Mother has more value given the adventure side. The Weaselback Redcap I think has more value in this format. The Silverflame Squire, very good. The Rimrock Knight, very good. The Inspiring Veteran is very good. Jousting Dummy. Do I love the Jousting Dummy? 2-drop, pay 3. No. I'm going to take out the Jousting Dummies. Let's see where that gets us. The Ardenvale Tactician has to stay. I think maybe I lose 1 Trebuchet. 3's maybe too many. Although, yeah, so I've got some knights, and again, the dummy's a knight, so that's something I have to think about. The dummy is a knight, so it gets buffed by the veteran. It can possibly get menace from the Ogre Errant. It would untap the Trebuchets. I still think maybe I cut 1 Trebuchet though. This is tough. This is really tough. I have a lot of good creatures. I like the red cap, I think, and it's also a knight, so it has to stay. I might actually have to lose the Archon of Absolution. It's good, I just think 3 4-drops is too many, maybe. And it's good, but I don't think it's that good for this format. Though flying is obviously very relevant. I mean, let's lose the Archon. Let's see if we lose 1 Trebuchet. That gets us down to 43, so we've got, what, 19 creatures? Let's cut 1 princess. Still need to cut a couple more creatures. I really like the trebuchets, but I'm not. Yeah. 1 damage, like, is just being able to tap it to do 1 damage is really good. But I almost like all my other creatures better. I really do. It might be a mistake to not play the trebuchets, but what do you do when you like all your other creatures better? What do you do? I mean, I could maybe cut some others. Like, a lot of my spells depend on having non-humans. Ferocity of the Wilds, no, Blow Your House Down isn't, and Barge In. So, the Ardenvale Tactician, though, even though it's a human, it's too good. The Inspiring Veteran, I think, same thing. Silverflame Squire is really, really good. Weaselback Redcap, I think I have to keep. I could maybe cut 1. Maybe I cut the Beloved Princess. Even though I really like it, it is human. We've still got the Fairy Guide Mother and the Ginger Brutes in the 1-drop slot, and 3 red caps, so yeah. Now I just need to cut 1. I think I cut another trebuchet. Just keep 1. That feels crappy, because I really like it in this format. So that might be a mistake. I don't know. But I'm going to try it. Let's see how this goes, guys. Let's jump into game 1. And so we got 9 mountains, 7 plains, 16 lands, low curve. We top out at 4 with just 2 4-drops. Let's give it a go. Jumping into game number 1. So Boros, super aggro, 10 life draft. I think this is the last day for the 10 life draft. It's just on for the weekend, I believe. And today is Sunday. So you guys might not see this video, the week while this event is still going on. I hope so, but I may not be able to post it until later. So I have no white source here, but I think I have to keep this anyway. I've got a couple 1-drop plays. I like the Gingerbread and the red cap, so I do have to draw at least one more land pretty soon. So got a nice 1-drop play though in the Gingerbread. Opponent is also playing red. Unfortunately, we drew another 3-drop, which is not good. Ping our opponent for 1 though, which this early is very relevant. Opponent's playing Boros 2 and drops the Scorching Dragonfire on the Gingerbread, which is smart because the Gingerbread is very good in this format. So, drop the red cap, and we'll see what my opponent does. So, if my opponent drops creature, I can potentially use the Dizzying Swoop to tap it down and get through. I can buff the... No, I can't do both. Let's see. Play the land. I could potentially use the one of my Blow Your House Down now. I don't like that though. Wish I could do both, but I can't. I gotta keep the pressure on. This is tough decision here. So I think I buff the red cap and attack. No, my opponent has to decide. I mean, I'm out ahead, only by a little bit though. So my opponent's got to decide, does he want to trade the Knight of the Keep for the red cap? And potentially fall behind. Or potentially fall behind and go to 6. So he's going to go to 6, but he can crack back at least 3 back to me. I've got some plays though. Next turn, another Knight of the Keep, and his own Gingerbread. Okay, very, very interesting. This is going to be tough now. I might have to hang on to this Dizzying Swoop. Use it on my opponent's turn. Tap some stuff down. I did not draw another land, which is really unfortunate. I have a lot of 3-drops in hand, which sucks. The Blow Your House Down is totally useless right now. I might have to just play the Raging Red Cap and defend a little bit. I think that's my only option, really. It sucks. I can't attack. He's going to be able to start getting through with the Gingerbread. And I can't kill... if I block one... I can only block one of the knights, anyway. I could block both, but then I would lose the red cap. So my opponent's in a better position here. And I have really no removal in my deck. So my opponent seems to have drafted very well. Also just drafted a very aggressive... I'm not a big fan of the Knight of the Keep, but in this format, a 3-2 for 3. And if he's got any knight synergies, then obviously that's a bomb. Not a bomb, but it's potentially very good if he's got some good knight synergies going on. So, ooh, the Joust. Yeah, my opponent drafted a good deck. And now the Knight of the Keep. Oh, yeah. I am going to lose this one. So I have to block, because I'm taking... Yeah, I am going to lose. For sure. I don't think there's anything I can draw now to get me out of this. A land would maybe help a bit. But I can't play... I could... No, if I play the Paladin, I can only block one creature, so I'm going to take I'm gonna take 4. I can't play 2 creatures. I could maybe survive 1 turn by tapping 2 creatures on his turn, but what does that get me? It doesn't get me anything. Gets me 1 more card, maybe. And the Ginger Brute's still gonna hit me for 1. I have no way to kill the Ginger Brute. Paladin can at least... No. Paladin could block the Ginger Brute, yeah, but... So... I'm gonna lose game 1 here, guys, for sure. So, I'm gonna tap down... I guess I have to tap down both the knights. And get hit for 1 by the Ginger Brute. Ooh, Mysterious Pathlighter. So my opponent just drafted a really good deck. That's all there is to this. I don't have another cheap creature I can play. There's no way I can block... I can't block this flyer either. I mean, the Tactician, yes, but... My opponent knows there's no way I can win, so I'm just going to concede here. Opponent says good game, because he knows that I'm in bad shape there. So, lost 1. Let's go to game 2. I'm going to take another quick look at the deck, maybe. I think the curve is good. A lot of 3-drops, though. That is a problem. I may want to consider... I've got tons of 1-drops too. Tons of 1 and 2-drops though, so I think I just got a little unlucky with my draw there. Let's try it again. See what happens. Try it again as is. Hopefully this goes a little better. Hopefully we have a slightly better opening hand to start. So what do we got? Two mountains only again. We've got red cap raiders in hand. Look at this. Look at this. I think I have to mulligan. It's terrible. That's better. Keep it. What do we get rid of? I have no creatures that can attack, which which sucks. So get rid of a blow your house down. Yep. And we're gonna go, I don't know, turn 1 mountain. I literally have nothing I can play until turn 3 again. So this just bad luck. I had to keep that hand, but... And there's an Embereth Paladin, which is also going to be useless until turn 4, so another unlucky draw. So see if my opponent playing green. If he's playing Gruul, that's bad. Because if he's smart, he drafted a very aggressive Gruul deck. Thrill of Possibility, I don't like that card though, so hey, that might be good for me. So we can get the Trebuchet out, which is good. I can't use it right away. Next turn I can start tapping it to ping my opponent for 1. And then, so the Raging Redcap, that's fine. The Trebuchet can block it. The Paladin, I can get it out as a 5/2. It would trade off with the Redcap. With the Raging Redcap though, because it has double strike. I think I'm gonna do it, and if he wants to trade, that's fine. Oh, why didn't I tap? That was stupid. I could have pinged my opponent for 1 with the Trebuchet and then untapped the Trebuchet, but I did not do that. So I'm gonna keep the Trebuchet untapped for now. Have to remember to do that though. That was just silly on my part. Just forgot about that trigger. So I'm still, ooh, all right. It's pretty good. Double strike. So yeah, clearly I have to block that. He's not gonna swing though. which is probably smart because he's got only 5 life left. Yes, because again, this is a 10 life draft. So now if I swing in with the paladin, the red cap would just kill the paladin because the red cap has double strike and it has reach now. So the ogre errant is a knight, so I'm gonna do the trebuchet and play the ogre errant, which untaps the trebuchet. Gonna go the next turn though, see what my opponent does. I can use the trebuchet again on my opponent's turn, which I will obviously do unless I need to block with it. Well, that's good. Alright, so we'll use it, get some value, return to nature. That's pretty good. I'm not sure I would mainboard that in this format, but my opponent did, so good for him. I mean, it's got a lot of versatility, and artifacts or enchantments, especially enchantments like the Tallest Beanstalk in this format, are pretty good. So for us, do I want to go Ferocity of the Wilds or just play another creature? Ferocity of the Wilds, I could give the Ogre Errant +1/+0 and Trample. So I can actually go for, hold on, I think I may be able to get through for all I need. So each non-human gets +1/+0 and Trample, so the Ogre Errant would become a 4/4 and have Trample, and I can use the Barge in potentially to get through for the last little bit. It's instant speed, target attacking creature gets +2/+2 till end of turn, and each non-human creature gains Trample. So let's try it. I might be able to get through here. So, oh, the Ogre Errant gives the, yeah, Paladin gets Menace. Yeah, that's, I forgot the Paladin would get Menace there from the Ogre Errant because it's a knight, so that's all I needed. Awesome. Got there in game 2. But I need to pay a little more attention to my triggers because I should have realized I could win there easier than I thought with the Ogre Errant ability, and I missed getting some added value out of the Trebuchet. So pay a little more attention this time, but that was good. That was a good game. Deck worked well. My opponent had a pretty good looking aggressive deck going too, so glad I was able to get there. So going into game 3, we're sitting at 1-1 in the good old 10 life draft. This is fun. I really like this format. It's fun. So again, my hand is just filled with 3 drops. I've got 2 lands. I'm gonna keep it and really hope I draw either another land soon or some more cards I can play. I feel like I do have 2. Oh, opponent took a mulligan, which is good. Opponent took a mulligan down to 6. And I just drew another, well, I want to get, look at all the 3 drops I'm drawing. Well, at least I can buff the red cap, swing with it, which is pretty ridiculous. My opponent has not played a creature yet. I doubt my opponent's playing mono black, but gets a food token, which is very helpful, and I drew a land just in time. So I think this is instant speed, so I'm going to swing in with it, I think, and yeah, I'm going to swing in and see what my opponent decides to do. He knows I can buff it, so if he blocks it, though, I can go the Squire, and I can save the red cap, which is good. So 3/3, and it untaps too, which not really relevant here, but I'll take it. So my opponent plays another, so I can I did not draw another land. I think I'm in pretty good shape. I might want to play the... Whenever raiders attack, see me tap it on attack. It gets +1/+1 against trampled. That's quite good. Do I just want to get another creature out? Do I want to get the Trebuchet out? I'm going to get the raiders out and maybe... So I'm not going to attack with the red cap. I could really use another land. I don't need it, but and I really need 2 more before I can... the Scalding Cauldron. So you can use that right away. Gonna swing. I'm probably not gonna block that. Maybe take 2 here, go to 7. See what my opponent does. He can use the Scalding Cauldron anytime, and obviously will. So I think if I swing in here, he's gonna use the Cauldron, deals 3 damage. Is there a way I can... You may tap an untapped non-human creature. If you do, it gets +1/+1. So again, he still does 3 damage to it, so that would not save it. Well, I think I buffed the red cap. So at least both creatures are swinging in for 3. And then we'll let him decide which one he wants to kill, because he's gonna have to kill one of them. Yep, so he's gonna kill the red cap, which I think is probably the right play. So hit my opponent for 3, and at least I can get a Squire out, which cannot trade with Ayara, but at least can block. My opponent's sitting on a food, and he gets another food. Interesting. It's an interesting deck my opponent drafted. Yep, I would do that too. I would stay aggressive and swing in. I don't want to take another 2 here, so I think I'm going to trade. Not trade, sorry. I think I'm going to sacrifice my Silver Flame Squire. I drew another land, which I think is good. Still only a 5 though, and I have all 3 drops, so I still only cast 1 right now. So I think I get the Trebuchet out. Trebuchet can at least block both of his creatures currently. So I'm gonna swing in with the Raiders, because now he and I don't want to tap. No, I can't tap my Trebuchet. So he's gonna sacrifice the Witch, which is good. I think I'm looking good. He could attack back. Ooh, Bognati is a problem. Bognati's a problem. So is he going to swing? There's no point in swinging with Ayara, I don't think. Drew another, so now I'm at 6. Now I can potentially play 2. Ooh. I could give the... This gets trampled. Trample's not enough. It's not enough to get me there. So if I played both the Ferocity of the Wilds, that would give the Raiders would be a 5/2. Raiders would be a 5/2. The Blow Your House Down. These guys. This Bognati's a big problem. Well, the Brimstone Trebuchet has reach, actually. So I think I have to play both the Ferocities and then hope I can crack through. So I could block the Bognati and hit my opponent. Block the Bognati, tap it, deal 1 damage, so that the Bognaughty doesn't get through for any damage. Great. He's getting a creature back with a 1/1 counter. That's cool. And a Yara. Ooh, that's really relevant. And Sir Conrad comes in as a 6/5. Oh, brutal. And my opponent's still sitting on 2 foods, which is crazy. So I think pass the blockers, block the Bognaughty, go to damage, and then tap it, hit my opponent for 1. I'm not gonna get there though. I can't win. I can't win this. Nothing I can draw. I can hit my opponent for 5. Like, I could make it all 3 cannot block, and my Raiders. I don't have a non-human I could tap to make it even bigger. All I can do is hit him for 5. So, it sucks. I'm gonna do it anyway, but not gonna get there. Not gonna get there. That's rough. Yeah. I'm gonna attack anyway, just because I want to. Scare my opponent a little bit. Can't sack any foods. No, unfortunately I have nothing to tap, but it becomes a 5/2. That's the best I can do, unfortunately. Not getting there, so I'm gonna say good game. And my opponent is not gonna bother responding. So we're gonna concede. Opponent's gonna swing in with everything. No point. So that sucked. I thought I could get there that game, but ended up actually drawing too many lands. So, 1 and 2. This is not going very well. Do I want to make a change to this deck now? I'm going to take out the Trebuchet, put in a Princess. Might even take out the red cap. It's pretty good for... Still just... Even though it has double strike, it still just has 1 power. I mean, I can make it bigger, potentially, with the Inspiring Knight. You know, if you get all the right pieces together, it can be better. So... And you know what? I've drawn... I think 8 spells might be too many. I keep drawing too many non-creature spells. And having... too many Blow Your House Down. So let's lose a Blow Your House Down, put another Beloved Princess in. I need more cheap creatures. My problem is too many three casting cost spells. Let's try this. Make a little change. Tap in the Princess and see if this goes any better. Just way too many. Just kept seeing way too many 3-drops. And it's not fast enough for this format. This sucks. That's rough. I like the Gingerbread and the red cap, but I have no... I think I have to mulligan. Do I try it? I'm gonna try it. There's a lot of things I can draw that I can play. I've got 1-drop. I've got a turn 1 play, turn 3 play. If I draw the planes, I'm gonna look like a genius, potentially. If I don't, this might go bad. If I draw if I draw more white spells that I just can't cast, then I'm gonna look like an idiot. If I draw the planes, then we could be off to the races. So let's see what happens. Opponent is deciding whether to keep. Opponent is still thinking about it. tough call, I guess. I thought mine was a tough call. At what point do you say your go? Oh, alright, he's decided. He was actually just deciding what to play. He'd already decided to keep his hand. So I drew the Rimrock, which is really good. That's actually really, really good, because I can buff the Gingerbrute next turn with it. See if my opponent comes out with something that can block, because, well, I could make the Gingerbrute only able to unblockable except by creatures with haste and buff it next turn. Order of Midnight's good in this format. I like that. Good play, in my opinion. Drew a Squire that turn, though, which is not good. So, buff the Gingerbrute. The Order of Midnight can't block, so I don't even need to make the Gingerbrute unblockable. Although I have nothing else I can cast anyway. So, hit my opponent for 3. So, opponent's already down to 6. But my opponent's going to start cracking back in the air. I can drop the Rimrock Knight next turn, though, and hopefully find a Plains. Or a spell I can play. His opponent drops his Trebuchet. Okay. I like that. I like that. Gingerbrute can get through, though. Gingerbrute can get through that, and the Rimrock Knight would kill. Well, it would trade. Ooh, I drew Plains. Okay, what do I do? I think I use +2/+2. Do I use On Alert or do I use Gift of the Fae? I don't think it really matters. The Gift of the Fae is a little cheaper, but I still would not be able to cast the Princess, unfortunately. So I think we go Gift of the Fae. At least I can still make it so that the Gingerbrute can't be blocked. So I go Gift of the Fae on the Gingerbrute for 2, and then can't be blocked except by creatures with haste, and swing in for 3. So that's very good. So potentially next turn I can use the On Alert. I have another land in hand, so I can use the On Alert and make the Gingerbrute unblockable again. Opponent can hit me for 3 here, which would take me down to 5, potentially more. Could have he could have an Embereth Paladin this turn, which would be devastating. That would be an extra 4 damage. That would be a really good play. And opponent's potentially got some Knight synergies going on. He's playing Tournament Crowns anyway, but maybe not. Although the Order of Midnight is a Knight, so he's gonna tap the Trebuchet, hit me for 1. Ooh, playing Inspiring Veteran. That's very good. Untaps the Trebuchet. Order of Midnight becomes a 3/3. So he's obviously going to hit me for 3 in the air, but I think I can still get there next turn. Unless my opponent can cast something with haste, we are going to get there. So opponent's only got 1. It's like, for 1 white, the only thing my opponent could have is like an outflank, which would be bad. Really bad. So make it to the Gingerbrute, can't be blocked except by creatures with haste. I mean, if my opponent had an outflank, yeah, that would be devastating. So I'm gonna swing. Just had a small heart attack there. I was like, wait, the On Alert is instant speed, right? Yes, it is. So gonna attack. Yep. Let's go with the On Alert, +2/+2. Oh, wow. Come on. Opponent had the outflank. Wow. That was just... would have won there. Would have won. Opponent had the outflank. I called it. I was like, opponent has the outflank. The only thing that could win the game for him. Not going to say good game. My opponent had drafted a really good deck. Yeah. That's devastating. Well, that's all she wrote, guys. Look at that. 1 and 3. Terrible. Thought I drafted a pretty good deck, but should have gone a little more aggressive. I thought it was pretty aggressive, but should have prioritized even cheaper creatures. So 1 and 3, not a very good 10 life draft. So don't take advice from me on how to play a 10 life draft, I guess. Take advice from the opponents you saw me play. So anyways, guys, that's all for this video. I might do another one, so you might see another one of these videos go up. It is fun. I do like playing it, so I might do another. But please, if you like our videos, guys, hit like, hit subscribe, Hotfire MTG. We really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Later, guys.